Okay. Good evening. My name is Dr. Naa-Solo Tettey. I am the creator and director of the HeartSmarts program. Welcome to part 2 of our Living Foods for Health and Healing series. We have an amazing presenter for you this evening, Lena Ropp, who's here to share with us her journey to being a living foods expert, being a health coach, and all of the amazing things that she's doing to help people improve their overall health and wellness. We have our Living Raw Foods group that will be going fully raw starting on Monday. And so Lena will be sharing some tips and giving some tools that we can use as we get started to go on our 30-day journey. For the rest of you who are not on that program, there's going to be a lot of information that you can benefit from today. So make sure that you have something to write with, something to write on. Make sure that you write your questions down, put them in the chat as we usually do. I know you all are dying to know about my living foods journey. So I'm 1 week, one whole week. Since I told you guys, since last Wednesday to this Wednesday, I have not had any cooked food at all. I'll tell the people in the after party at 8:30 what it's been like. But I will say day 2 is the day to look out for. If you all saw New Jack City when Pookie was trying to get off of whatever he was trying to get off of, that was day 2 for me. But other than that, it's been good. So we'll share more when we meet in our private session afterwards. But for those of you who are thinking about doing this journey, you can email me to find out more about it. But I will move on to introducing Lena. So Lena Ropp is a health coach and enthusiast of the living foods lifestyle, best-selling author, renowned living cuisine chef, recipe developer, food stylist, and regenerative lifestyle educator. Lena inspires daily on Pure Vegan Food or at Pure Vegan Food on Instagram and offers the most rawsome personalized retreats in her jungle sanctuary with the stunning ocean views of South Pacific Costa Rica. And that's where she's joining us from right now. She is in Costa Rica right now. So hopefully all the connections stay good and there's no issues. But if there are any issues, you all will know why, because that's where she is. And I think this is awesome for us to see a different way of living, a different way of approaching life. And Lena is going to share with you all how she got to this point. She is also friends with Doug Evans, who's a friend of HeartSmarts. She was in his wedding. And as I shared with you all, Lena was supposed to speak with us and help us with the wheatgrass and microgreens journey. And then we weren't able to do that. So I'm so happy that she was able to do this with us. And she's so excited to be here with all of you this evening. So I am going to go off screen and we are going to welcome Lena Ropp to the HeartSmarts community. Thank you, Lena.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Terry, for such a beautiful introduction. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, hello. Wow. I'm so amazed how many of you, and you are so beautiful, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here on the screen now. But what most important, thank you for being on this health journey to your health, right? Because you here for a reason. You made this decision to devote your time, to devote, years of your life, days of your life to explore healthy lifestyle. And it's amazing. So you're doing great for yourself, and look at you. You're awesome. You're doing amazing for your families, because you'll be kinder, you'll be happier, you'll be better with your family members. And of course, you're doing awesome for the whole planet in general, making healthy choices in every way. So congratulations. Woo, you're doing it. Oh, wow. So thank you guys for again for being here, and I hope that what I'm going to share with you today will be helpful, and hope to inspire you on this journey. And we're ready to answer all your questions a little bit later, so please write them down. Any questions are very welcome. So I'm here to share. I'm here to sincerely share about my journey and lifestyle. Naa-Solo, she already told all this who I am, all this, living food chef and healthy living food style, educator and life coach and everything. So it's all good. I've been in this lifestyle for 9.5 years, from March 2014, so it seems like it was yesterday, but then when you think of it, wow, it's almost 10 years, really taking care about, taking care taking care about myself and about everything in general. So it's been quite a journey. And yeah, so I've been learning a lot, you know, getting my health coach certificates, learning. Okay, then I'll repeat one more time. I'm very happy that you are here. Thank you so much. I see so many of you made this amazing choice to be here, and not only today, but in general in this program and in general on a journey for healthy living, healthy lifestyle. Because yeah, you are doing great for yourself and for the planet and for all people, everybody. That's awesome. Thank you. My journey started almost 10 years ago in March 2014. So it seems like it was yesterday, but we see it's almost 10 years past, and it's unbelievable that time flies and so many things happening and so many things, you know, changing during all this time. My skin looks amazing. Thank you, guys. And there is like no makeup, nothing, only lip balm, you know, like just a lip balm, coconut lip balm. That's it. And I have to tell you, and I'll get back to this later, how so many things, you know, change when you choose your health. You already, lots of you experiencing this. Some of you are brand new for this lifestyle. So I will cover lots of topics during my speech to you today. And again, you've heard that I'm health coach, I'm living food chef, and I'm a regenerative lifestyle educator and all of this. So it's been lots of learning, lots of, you know, courses, lots of classes, lots of, you know, I studied plant-based nutrition in the Cornell University, and I studied health coaching in IMN Academy. So, and I've been learning living food cuisine from Tettey and lots of other renowned chefs. So yeah, it's been quite a journey, because when I started, I had no idea what is it to be plant-based, what is it to be living only on plants, how it's even possible. I had no idea. Like maybe still some of you, you know, in the very beginning of your journey. So it's all brand new. It's all unexpected. It's all like unbelievable how it's even possible, right? So I've been in this. 10 years ago, I had no idea about anything of this. But 9.5 years ago, when the switch happened with me, with my family, everything changed. And besides, you know, being all this amazing, you know, health coach, chef, and, you know, all this, you know, like now I'm learning herbalism in Herbal Academy, you know, it's always amazing to keep learning about things which inspire you and which you admire. But first of all, you know, I'm a very grateful daughter, and I'm a very happy wife, and I'm a very blessed mama. And I have 3 kids, 10 and 12 years old, and I have a little baby. Baby is 7 months. So it's been a journey, not just for myself, it's been a journey for our whole family. And I have to tell you that we live all under one roof, you know, 3 generations, my mom, my husband and myself, and all the kids. And yeah, we're doing this all together. We just choose to be healthy, we choose to be happy, we choose to be full of energy, we choose to be, full of good energy and less negative energy. And it's working well, because there is a big component of this lifestyle, it's having support. And lucky you who have it. If you don't have it, don't give up. It's all possible. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you will inspire your family members, you will inspire your friends, you will inspire your kids, you know, with time. Sometimes it's easy and goes fast. Sometimes it takes time. So just be patient, give it time, don't give up, all gonna be great. So now, you know, we live in Costa Rica. As you know, I was introduced, we moved to Costa Rica 1.5 years ago, and I have to tell you, we live in a dream life, for sure. We've been dreaming about this life for many years, you know, since forever. We were thinking that, you know, we want to live somewhere closer to the land, we want to have our gardens, we want to grow our food, we want to grow our fruits, our vegetables, our greens, our medicinal herbs, and all of that. And guess what? Now, today we're going to be making our rolls, and like all these greens from my greenhouse. Yeah, look at them, all of this from greenhouse. Yeah, and of course all the sprouted right here in the kitchen, and you can see some fruits, and you can see some probiotic drinks like kombucha and ginger beer, and like, you know, over there behind me. So this is part of what we do and consume every day. I have the smell of fresh greens, you know, arugula and chard and kale. Smells good, you know, when you just go to your greenhouse with the scissors, pick up some produce, and then you make dinner and enjoy it. It's amazing. And so I've been dreaming about this for quite a long time, and we were thinking, okay, kids gonna get older, and then we'll finally, you know, start doing what we want to do. But a few years ago, you know, something happened, and it's opened up many possibilities, because you can work online. It's completely different lifestyle nowadays, and so we decided, okay, we're moving right now, and we moved 1 year and a half ago. That's how time flies. And we bought our land almost 2.5 years ago, and so it took us a year, you know, to get ready for the move and, you know, to do lots of things. So far now we built our house. Our house is, you can see a little bit, fully made from bamboo and local wood. So it's fully sustainable, fully powered by sun, made from wood and bamboo grown right here in Costa Rica. The water comes from spring, you know, cheers. Water comes from the spring right here in the mountains. And yeah, it feels really good. But, you know, when I was born in Kazakhstan, which is far away, and not everybody even know where is it. Kazakhstan is, just for those who doesn't know, if you, you know, imagine on the map China, Mongolia, you know, eastern, you know, eastern Kazakhstan. So this is where I'm from. So it's super far away, and I was born in a small town, in an absolutely average family of 2 engineers, and we lived very simple. I was very shy. I was, you know, at my teens, you know, covered with all kind of skin imperfections, had some extra weight, and actually, as I'm Tatar on my nationality, so I had, like, you know, hair here, I had hair all over my hands, you know, legs, everything, like more than you want to have, you know. So, and at that point, there were no like boxing or laser epilation or stuff like that. It's just like I was born like this, and I was living like this, and I was very shy and felt very kind of, you know, felt not perfect at all, not at all. And it's, of course, it was, you know, very hard for me to interact with other people. I wasn't comfortable in myself in, you know, in anywhere, but I was doing good at school. You know, this was my kind of like rescue to just do good at school. And yeah. And when you work very good in Kazakhstan, which is like post-Soviet Union, the government gives you an apartment. So we lived in an apartment, tiny apartment, which government gives us. And so also when you work extra hard, government gives you a piece of land. And so we had this little piece of land where we would grow, we grew all of our, lots of our food, you know, like all kinds of greens, vegetables, fruits, berries, you know, herbs, like all of it. And we would, you know, in spring, sow seeds, then in late spring, we will replant it into the garden, take care of this garden the whole summer. And then, you know, in the autumn, collect all the harvest and do canning, preserving, and, you know, all the things, and then eat it the whole year. And this was kind of a lifestyle of poor people, you know, because rich people can just go to the store, buy everything. We were not among of this. We were like growing everything ourselves. And so for me, having a garden was kind of like a chore. It wasn't like something exciting when you like doing awesome things. It was just like we had to do this to survive. And that's what we've been doing. So it's interesting how, but that's how I know lots of gardening techniques. That's how this gardening is in my blood almost, right? So, and that's how we've been eating healthy food since I was little. But in Kazakhstan, besides all this, you know, homegrown foods, people eat lots of bread, lots of all kinds of, you know, bread-related dishes, all kinds of pies and pastas, and like all the things which are, you know, I never questioned that it's bad or good. It's just what we were eating. That's what my grandma was making. That's what my mom was making with meat, you know. And meat, we didn't grow meat in our gardens. We had to go purchase meat, which was expensive. So it was not very often, but if it was like a celebration, there would be like 10 different dishes with meat and with bread. And, you know, and we had lots of celebrations. We had very big family, you know, lots of cousins, lots of, you know, just big family. And so we always were celebrating, almost every weekend we were celebrating something with the, I don't know, 30 of us, you know, all family members, you know, huge table. My grandma would cook for like 5 days, you know, before the, so she was basically cooking on stove, and she taught me lots of things, and which I don't use now because it's mostly meat-based and you know, like bread-based, wheat-based. But anyways, it was fun times. It was amazing. I loved my childhood a lot. But then at age 13, I realized, okay, I'm actually not in a shape which I want to be. I'm bigger. I have all these skin imperfections. I have lots of insecurity issues. I have all of this, which I like struggle in. And my mom had the same. She was always on a diet. She was trying all kinds of different modalities. You know, it would help. So I jumped in all these diets with her. So it would help in the very beginning. Then, you know, of course, you get back your extra weight and again, all your insecurities and everything. So we tried everything. Everything worked, but just for this much time, you know, lots of things work. Yeah. And it was so tiring. It's like you don't live your life. You're always kind of in a struggle to lose weight or to sustain weight. You're always in a struggle to like remove some pimples on your face, go to the esthetician or, you know, appointments to do something, use some expensive face serums, you know, to make your skin look better. Like these things and lots of others, you know, like we are women, like this, like important for us, right? Like how we feel, how we look, then how we perform in the world. Like it's kind of connected, right? You will agree. So I, since age 13, was struggling with all that, go into aerobic classes, trying to lose weight and all of that. So, and it's kind of like, I just thought that this is how it is, because this is how my mom lives. This is how my other family members live. And then when at age of 50, my dad had, my dad had, how it's called, heart attack. Then my uncle at his 25 had some heart-related issues. Then, of course, my grandparents also had some things. I kind of like, it was weird, yeah, to have it so young, but there are so many people who at the same time having the same issues. I kind of thought, no, okay, it's part of life, right? Like it's how how it is. Then my dad died at 54, though the last 4 years he was advised to reduce his you know, meat and cheese and any fatty food consumption, so to lower down his cholesterol. And he was kind of doing this, and he reduced, you know, alcohol, and he reduced tobacco. He was still doing this, but it's again, it was the way he lived his life. And for me, it was like an example that this is how it is. And I saw so many examples like this. So I never heard that it's possible to be on plants. I never heard of it. I never knew any vegan person. So for me, it was absolutely discovery when in 2014, in January, I think it's happened, yeah, in January, we just sat and watched the documentary. And I'm sure lots of you guys familiar with this documentary. It's called Food In. And it's completely like, this was a turning point in my life. I'm so grateful to some of our friends who recommended to watch it, and we were postponing to watch it. Like, it's like boring to spend, yeah, Food In, exactly. We were postponing to watch it because, you know, it's like, why would we spend 1 hour something, watch something about not pleasant things? You usually want to watch some romantic movie or some fun movie. At least that's what I was at 10 years ago. And anyways, I was in my life. I already moved from Kazakhstan. I lived for 10 years in Russia, got my marketing degree, you know, had an amazing marketing event agency, you know, made, you know, amazing career, get lots of amazing success, you know, all related with marketing and, you know, money and all the stuff. So it was my 30s. But then I won a green card and I moved to United States, and that's where moved with my husband and with my one baby. She was 1 year old at that point, and then I got another baby. And so in 2014, I was in the United States, living in a, you know, in a house, and you know, eating whatever, exposed to all this Costco, to all this, you know, accessible salmon, accessible chicken, accessible In-N-Out, and, you know, all these things, you know, like we were trying to be healthy, but at the same time, we were consuming all these things in moderation, but still consuming. Yeah, so we were part of this. And then, so I'm having my husband, our house, I'm having good life, having 2 kids, I'm a mom. I'm very sad that my dad never seen my kids because he died, you know, many years ago. So, and I'm watching this documentary, which completely shows why young people suffer from all these diseases, why so many people young at such young age what is happening in our agriculture nowadays, what is happening with all this processed food. And you know, it was for me like a curtain just, you know, like opened. So like I lived in the world, yeah, I knew this is bad, this is good, yeah, kind of like, but I never dived this deep, and I never knew that it is this bad. So for us, it was totally shocking experience. And so we watched it from beginning to end without any stop for snack or for anything. So we watched it, then we watched Fox Overnight, then Earthlings, then Pet Sick Almost Dead, and you know, I can continue the list. Like it became our obsession and our interest to learn more about it, and kind of like again and again to make sure, oh my God, it's this bad. It's really this bad. And it was just like a decision like this. Okay, if it's all happening, it's somebody like somebody needs this to happen, right? But we don't want to be part of this machine. We don't want to be part of this big disaster what is happening in the world. Because, you know, I have an example of my parents, I have an example of lots of other relatives and people who, you know, not with us here now, and it's all lifestyle choices which led to this, you know. And I just realized, okay, this is the time we're making a change, and we really want to make this change. We really want to be serious about making this change. And what followed? We just went downstairs and we opened all our cabinets, and we removed everything which was in a package, everything which was in a bottle, everything which was, you know, like any processed foods, basically. Yeah, because it's not only about you know what I'm talking about. It's not only about being vegan, strict vegan. It's like about eating whole foods and you know, completely as much as you can remove processed foods from your diet. Of course, being vegan is the next step, and it's amazing because, you know, what is vegan? Vegan is eating basically plants, and plants are not processed. Of course, it's better to make choice to eat whether organic plants or grow your plants, or at least support local farmers, which you sure that they grow it sustainably, and you know what you put in your mouth is good choice. So anyways, for us, it was going down, and we just had boxes of these things which we don't want to be part of our life again. And we donated some we just, you know, trashed, some we gave to neighbors, friends, you know, because we knew that they still, you know, would enjoy this. And yeah, so we completely cleared our kitchen. We, like next week, it was unbelievable, but we had to spend like, I think it's at that point it was like 300 to buy Vitamix in Costco, right? And it was exactly this time when they had all the samples and, you know, blending smoothies in Costco and all the stuff. So it was unbelievably expensive, but we just set it as a priority. Okay, if we want to be in this lifestyle, this is the one piece of equipment we need for sure. And we want it to be good quality, high speed, and, you know, so we got this Vitamix, which was awesome and, you know, served us many, many years without any problems. And yeah, and so on. And then it's just changed the way we go shopping, the way we buy food, the way we live our life, basically. And we were close enough to, we lived in Southern California, and we were like 1 hour and a half drive from Los Angeles. And my husband would drive once a week, leaving house like at 4 a.m. To wholesale market in Los Angeles. And he would come back home with like 10 boxes of different foods. And it will be like, let's say, box of banana, box of oranges, box of apples, box of, let's say, sometimes they would sell half box, but mostly it would be box of like, I don't know, melons, watermelon, celery, you know, all the stuff. And it would last us only a week, and then he would go again. Yeah, there were lots of exploration. And so for us, having this access to good quality and good price produce was kind of a key how it made it easy. Because what is important? It's important to have enough produce and enough produce of quality you like, yeah. And then you start exploring, okay, what I can do with this, what I can prepare, what you know, what I can combine it with to make a delicious food. And then I started learning like reading books, you know, attending different courses, watching what other people who are in this lifestyle, what are they eating on a daily basis. And it was Instagram era, you know, which I think Instagram just kind of appeared. And so I was following a few people who were doing this and just being inspired by their daily juices, smoothies, smoothie bowls, soups, raw soups, and all kinds of rolls and everything. So yeah, it's amazing how nowadays, even if you can't attend a course in person, you can do it online, or you can learn from all these videos and everything. So we are pretty happy, because who started this lifestyle like 30 years ago, they're saying that it was really hard. So we are guys happy now and lucky that we have all kinds of tools and all kinds of resources, like just accessible. All you need is your devotion and decision. Yeah, like this is what I want to do. Yeah, and so yeah, since then it's been, you see, a long journey, and we ended up being here in Costa Rica, and now we have huge piece of land, beautiful piece of land. It's actually 30 acres, and it's like we have all kinds of monkeys and toucans and parrots around us, and they are right here, right around, like behind the window. We live on a mountain with beautiful view to the ocean and beautiful view to the forest, and it's just gorgeous. And only 1 acre of this 30, because lots of it's jungle and waterfalls and rivers and like steep parts. We have lots of steep parts, but 1 acre of this land we already developed, and we planted more than 300 fruit trees, all kinds of fruit trees, hundreds of medicinal plants, of course, all kinds of flowers, which attracts pollinators, butterflies, colibris, and bees, and mariola bees, and all kinds of amazing creatures which help to pollinate. And lots of our fruit trees are already fruiting, but we are learning here to be patient, because some fruit trees will fruit abundantly in 5 years, some fruit trees in 6 years, some in 7. Like durians, they usually take 10 years to fruit, but marang takes only 4-5 years to fruit. And we have lots of marang, we have lots of durians, lots of jackfruits, and mami sapote, black sapote, all this, all this cool stuff. We could do Zoom outside. I would love to show you guys, but it's dark, during the day. During the day, I would love to show you the gardens, but so far you can go to my page, Pure Vegan Food and Wild Costa Rica, and I share in stories, lots of our garden and what we're doing, and yeah, you can have an idea how it's green and abundant here. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it feels really good. And now for us, gardening, for the whole family, it's not a chore. It's just like our life. We go to the garden, and it's a meditation, and it's a workout, and it's and it's a time how we just go all together not all together, usually just my husband, myself, and my mom, because kids go to school. And but on the weekend, all together, we would have okay, today we're doing this, we're replanting this, or we're cleaning up this area. So we just having fun doing this. And then we will get tired, and we will hike 10 minutes to our waterfall, have a dip in the waterfall, refresh, then hike up, then make amazing food and share it with each other, then play board games. So yeah, kind of like things like this. And it's amazing how gardening really helps you to be healthy, because you grow all this, you have to eat all this, right? You don't grow this for beauty, you grow this for consuming. And so then you explore, okay, with this ingredient, with this new medicinal herb, or with this new fruit, what I can do, what are the benefits, what is the best way to combine this specific ingredient and make the best of it. And so it's non-stop learning. It's amazing, and it's amazing. So I really inspire you whenever you leave to garden, and it doesn't matter how much you garden. If you have a backyard, or you just have your window to do gardening, you can do sprouts. Sprouts is also gardening, right? And you don't even need a green thumb. You just have a jar, and you grow amazing sprouts, which is cool and awesome. Yeah, so we'll get to sprouts a little bit later. So this was kind of like how we came to this lifestyle. And it wasn't, I can't say that it was very hard, because I think my whole family switched. So my mom, she'd been living with us, my husband, we all just decided, okay, we're doing it. So it was easy. Kids were very little. They were 3 and 1 year old. So they didn't ask any question. At this age, you just, you just eat what your parents eat, right? So as for community, like community part is like, I think the most challenging, because, you know, your friends stop understanding you. Well, like some, they look at you and they want to do the same, but some friends, you know, they think you a little bit moved to a different direction. Anyways, you can't please everyone. You can't be, you know, friends with everyone. True friends stay, true friends learn, true friends get inspired and also try this. In my opinion, what's the most important is the way how you feel, you know, how your body feels, how your body talking to you every single time you eat something, right? Every single time you drink something, your body tells you, is it happy or not? Does it feel fresh or does it feel tired after a specific meal? And the biggest point is really to listen to your body. You can listen to all the health coaches in the world and everything. It's all awesome, but everybody's completely different and your body is different. And so just be respectful and do little step at a time, like make little changes, see how it works, adjust, you know, move forward. Or do like us, we just dived into this lifestyle completely, but you know, everybody again different, and you know, you should respect your body, respect your you know, respect yourself, and do the speed and do the way it's really feels good for you. But I have to tell you, like, I'm 42 years old now, and I don't do any Botox. I don't do any injections in my face. I have so many wrinkles, you know, I have here, I have like when I smile here, and I accept it as being part of a aging process. It's all good. It's all amazing. But when I was 30, you know, I did Botox a few times. It didn't work well because, you know, you freeze here, then you have more here. And so it didn't work well for me. So I stopped doing this. And luckily I switched my life to this lifestyle, which kind of like completely opposite from all these perfect perfections. Like it's about accepting your imperfection, and it's about you know, living with your true self and seeing your true self and respecting your true self. And so nowadays, you see, I don't use any cosmetic, I don't use any injections. I sometimes even forget to apply my moisturizer. Sometimes I use it, sometimes not, because it's, you know, here it's so hot, you wash your face anyways, you know, many times. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. And I like seeing how my kids, you know, they feel amazing. Like they always full of energy. Like what is great about this lifestyle, that you full of energy. Your body is just happy. Like after every meal, first of all, it's delicious. You savor every piece of fruit or whatever you greens and whatever you make. It's always delicious. And it's always, even if it's a big portion, you feel light. It's incredible, right? Because it's so juicy, because it's so fresh. It's unbelievable how, like, you know, I really, you know, learned to appreciate every meal because it feels good. It feels amazing, and my body feels amazing. Like I had two pregnancies before, right? And I just had a baby 7 months ago. And the way I felt in this other two pregnancies was completely different. You know, like I had not much, you know, like no nausea or all this stuff, but you know, I would eat something and I would feel bad, or I would just be like tired, or I would be like less of, like, you know, energy. So there were like all kinds of situations, and I was checking my weight almost every day. And of course, I gained some weight, and of course, the next year I would, you know, reduce my food, but of course to have enough meal because I was breastfeeding both kids. But I would do, you know, all kinds of exercises, running to get back to my shape, you know, to get back from where I was. And then again, next baby. But it was like always weighting myself and always blaming myself if I weigh, you know, 1 kilo to a couple pounds more than I want to weigh. So, oh my gosh, it was very sad. You know, this time I did it completely different. I allowed myself to eat what I want at what time I want. And it was sometimes something, you know, more than I eat in my daily, you know, life. But I mean, like someday I would crave a chocolate, or someday I would crave something like in the middle of the night, you know, like, I don't know, pound of strawberries, or like, and different situations, right? But I would just, yeah, you know, do it whenever I want. And I knew that I'm growing a new baby, and nature knows the way. And of course, I didn't eat any like processed food or anything like that, but just like being kind of like out of my normal schedule, and I didn't blame myself at all. And I actually checked weight maybe only a couple times during pregnancy at a doctor's office. That's it. And it was a little bit more than I wanted, but I'm like, who cares? You know, like, what is it? Like, weight doesn't determine who I am, you know. But be this lifestyle, eating lots of, let's say, all these fruits and drinking lots of juices and lots of smoothies being your main part of your what you eat, and huge salads and lots of greens, your body works great. And of course, I gained a little bit weight because I was growing a baby in my body. Now I lost all this weight, and I didn't do any fasting. I didn't do any diet, and I didn't do anything because first of all, I'm breastfeeding. Secondary, I didn't need any of this because my body just naturally came back to its normal weight, which is awesome. Like, I didn't do anything. It just came back naturally, which is amazing, And I have to tell you, I don't know if you're interested, but I think I will mention, my baby was born here at home in a special birthing pool, without any single medication, without any single anything. It was a wonderful journey for myself, my husband, and kids were around. You know, they were playing handpan, you know, they were singing songs, they were massaging my shoulders, and, you know, helping me with the whole, you know, beautiful journey into birthing a baby. And the baby was born super happy, super healthy. We had midwives who came on the last 19 minutes. So she came 19 minutes before Elia was born. And just to check this, everything is good, that she's breathing, that she's fine, check her weight, and, you know, and yeah, give us some advice, and that's it, you know. So like, it's so much about mindset. It's so much about shifting your mindset and believing and trusting in your body, and trusting that nature made us the way that, you know, we can live happily. We can do everything without any medications if we, you know, eat proper food, if you drink lots of water, if you have proper sleep, if you have healthy relationship with yourself and with your family, if you have, you know, if you have peace in your head, everything is amazing. You know, there is nothing to be scared. There is nothing to be, you know, hesitant. Like, we are super people. You know, we are, you know, we are our heroes. We can do everything. And yeah, that very inspiring. And I think it changes many people who, you know, who find that you can actually thrive on plants, and you can be so happy on plants, and you can have, like, I like always have energy, like in the morning, in the evening, at night, like, because I don't put stuff which is hard to digest for my body. Because when we get tired, when we eat something and body like in shock, wow, what is it? And then for hours it's trying to recognize what it is, trying to digest, and then you have bloat, and you have all kinds of, you know, things which you know, just doesn't make you happy, make you tired and everything. So, and when you eat healthy, this thing's not happening, you know, like, your body is happy. You don't need any special teas to digest. You don't need any special capsules. You just eat high fiber, you know, high water content foods, which are, you know, fruits, which are vegetables, which are, you know, leafy greens. They are all so naturally made by nature for us to eat and to thrive, that your body is just happy every day. You just have zero problem with digestion. You have zero problem with bloating. And yeah, it's amazing when you discover this. You're like, wow, it's so amazing. I really want to share about this. I want my family to be this way. I want my friends to be this way. You want to inspire, but at the same time, you can't overdo this. Like, I always find that just being a good example is enough, you know, and those who are interested, they will come and ask, but not pushing too much and not saying, okay, this is the only way, this is the only right way. No way. It's like everybody has his own way. But when people are ready, and when they try, and like you guys gonna try 30 days, you will see how your body reacts. You will see how your body will be happy. You will immediately feel it. And, you know, even after a few days, you will feel how awesome it is. Yeah. It's very important to have this, so to have this mindset that, okay, I'm doing this for my body. I'm doing this for myself. First of all, yeah, let's be a little bit selfish. Yeah, because we always think about kids. We always think about, you know, anything like, but like, let's be a little bit selfish. Let's decide that, okay, I want to be happy, I want to be healthy. I'm myself now 42 years old, and I want to live up to 100 or more. We'll see how it goes, but I want to live this life healthy, and I want to be light, in my body. I want to be light in my head. I want to have energy, and this is why I continue this lifestyle, because it just feels good. It feels amazing. Yeah. For people who switching from regular eating, pizzas, burgers, whatever, pastas, processed foods, it's unreal. It's so wild to think how you can eat only plants, right? It's wild. It's very hard. Yes, guys, needs to educate, need to watch documentaries, need to read books, need to see real examples, need to see real people, not who've been doing this for just a few months or a couple of years, but who was really in this lifestyle for decades. Yeah, like people who really healed lots of issues and who is thriving. And yeah, just keep watching these people and keep being inspired and re-inspired, and keep being on this journey. Yeah, and I can say enough how I recommend to detox your body. It's very important, especially after years of eating other stuff, like when we didn't know that this other stuff is so harmful. It's been accumulating in our colon and in our, tissues, bloodstream, everywhere, all these toxins being accumulating for years, right? We born clean, but then we we pile up all these other things in our bodies. So it's very important before you jump on a plant-based journey or raw journey, or when you decide to become healthier, it's really important to have a plan how you want to get ready for this, because you can jump, from one modality to another. And for lots of people, juice fasting helps. For some people, water fasting helps, doing enemas, and all kinds of modalities are welcome. So you need to decide, it depends on your health situation and your life situation, which will work for you, which you can do for yourself. But we've done a few cleanses, and all the time it's worked awesome, and it's like I always emphasize that it's important. I wouldn't recommend to do 30 days or 90 days or year on juices, all these things, but having 3 days on juices, or even 1 day on juice, or 5 days on juices, that's what I highly emphasize. I actually find for myself the best, what works for me is having 1 day a week, giving a rest to my digestive system. And usually it's Monday or Tuesday, like for me it was yesterday, when I just juiced a bunch of juices, and I was drinking juices all day. So it was, I think, 6-7 juices, and also lots of tea, herbal teas, and just water. And actually, it's sometimes it feels weird and strange, but when you just that food doesn't go anywhere. Tomorrow I will eat this papaya, or tomorrow I will cut this pineapple or watermelon. They don't go anywhere. They will just become riper and juicy and better for me tomorrow. But today I decided, and it was for me yesterday, that I just want to slow down a little bit. I'm eating a lot. My body is super clean, but it's okay. 1 day just to give it a real slow down. And so drinking all this vitamin, drinking all these nutrients, because my juices are, it's not just, like cabbage juice. It's lots of components and lots of greens and ginger and, all kinds of amazing recipes I have on my page. But, having this really high nutrient, very good ingredient, juice day, for me, it works. For some people, works being just on water for 1 day. For some people, none of this works. They like to eat every day. It's like you find your kind of way doing it. For me, I've been doing this for years. For many, many years, I have my Monday off usually. Yeah, because why it's Monday? Because on a weekend we usually have guests or go somewhere, or very occasionally we would go out to restaurants. I'll talk about restaurants in a minute. Sometimes I would just eat a little bit later, or I will eat a little bit more than I usually eat, and I can feel it, and I want to get back to my body. And usually this 1 day off really just helps me. And then I'm always in the same weight, which I don't check anymore, as I told you, but if I would check, I know many years ago I've been checking, so it helped me to keep my weight on the same page. And yeah, that's how it works for me. Anyways, the very important thing about fresh juice lasts actually for up to 3 days. I have a cold press juicer, so it's really squeezed all the juices, all the nutrients from produce you use. And lots of produce I buy on farmers market, and lots of produce we grow in our gardens. We have a huge greenhouse which is loaded with greens, and guys, like the more I harvest it, the more it grows. It's so amazing how nature just loves us. We love it, and it loves us back in such a deep way. And I have lots of turmeric and ginger growing in the garden, so I don't buy any of these things. Yeah, we have lots of cucumbers growing. I still buy beets. Our beets are pretty small yet, but yeah, soon we're gonna have beets also. And yeah, I buy carrots. But we have amazing organic farmers market, which is, oh my gosh, it's just unbelievable how amazing its quality, and I like supporting other growers, so it all works out well. So I juice usually let's say Monday morning, and I would do like 10 juices. It will take me just less than an hour, because the juicer is super powerful and fast and awesome. It's called Naa-Solo J2. You can check on my page. I have a discount code if you're interested to save $55. So yeah, just see how it works. And I would spend an hour, and it's easy to clean, then I pour in bottles, have them now all in the refrigerator. And during the first day, I will drink most of the juice, and then I will have for the next day a few more juices. And I will make extra lots of juices for kids also, but they like more fruity juices. My juices are like mostly vegetable based, and because they're like lighter, easier, low in sugar, so. There are different combinations, different recipes. It's amazing. Juicing is if you would be interested, we can make the whole class on juicing, and so I'll be sharing my favorite recipes. We'll be juicing together. We'll make a bunch of juices, and we'll be talking about different nutrients and how they affect your health, how they affect your day. And so I think it's a great idea actually to do it as a special talk. But juicing is important, and when on days when I don't have juice, I really feel it. Like I really crave this like fresh juice. And very important, drinking water, guys. Let's have a sip of water. And I like drinking water and juice in like this kind of glass. It just feels good, I have a bunch of different glasses, all kinds. Yeah, but like I always have it on my counter, and whenever I feel I'm hungry or I'm thirsty or something, that's what I do. I come and I drink this whole glass, and then we'll see if I'm hungry for food or not. Because usually but our body just tells us with thirstiness that, okay, go grab some water. Yeah. So water is super important, can't emphasize. And yeah, depending what water do you have, of course, like we have mountain spring water, we don't need much to do anything without it, with it. Like our water is clean, but where you are, you probably need do some, like we used to have Berkeley filter, and we still have it here, but in California we used Berkeley filter, and it worked well. But there are all kinds of reverse osmosis options, and yeah, so make sure that you're drinking good water, and make sure that you drink a lot of water. At the same time, when you eat lots of juicy fruits like watermelons, pineapples, melons, it's all structured water inside of your fruit. And when you eat lots of fruit, you kind of less thirsty. Yeah, but still, like I'm like, because of it's very hot here, I'm thirsty pretty much many times a day. And so I would just come, have my cup of water, my glass of water, and I drink it, and I feel immediately, so like, oof, so good. Yes. So what is important especially if it's dry climate, or like really watch your skin. Like your skin will tell you when it's like super dry, like yeah, like you're really very dehydrated. Yeah, that's the word. So water is super important. Yeah. And yeah, so drinking water, eating lots of fruits, and eating lots of greens, so these are like key components. Yeah. And of course, we eating lots of vegetables, and we eating lots of sprouts, and all like nori, like seaweeds, this like all components. And we of course, like everybody, seeds and nuts, we try not to overdo on them, because it's very easy to overeat nuts and seeds. But we would have it usually for dinner with our big salads. Oh, actually, let's talk about like the whole day, like what we eat during the day, yeah, because it's a very important question, and I bet lots of you wondering. So we wake up here early, usually at 5 a.m. You know, sun is up, and we all awake. And usually, first thing I do, because this is what my body asks, and I'm listening. I learned to listen to my body, having this glass of water, just like whole glass, like big, but not big gulps, like little sips, enjoying everything. And right away you feel awake, right? Like then you do your hygiene, you know, and usually this will be what I will have for like first hour, like just water and maybe a juice if I'm drinking juices this day, or if I have my juice ready, like let's say it can be celery juice or kale, celery, lime, apple, cucumber juice, you know, something like light, something fresh. I love green juices. I can't emphasize how I love green juices, but I like all of them actually, but greens, of course, a favorite. So juices and water, this is like in the first few hours, kind of like to start up your day, to wake up your body, to get ready for digesting some other food. Then around 10 a.m., depending on, depending on the day, there is no like, okay, I'm eating only watermelons. No, some days I would really want, and I will just cut watermelon in half, take a spoon and eat watermelon. And if it's a small watermelon, I would eat whole watermelon. If it's a big watermelon, I will share with my husband. We'll just sit and watch in the garden, watch the hummingbirds, and eat our watermelon. It's usually at 10. But some days, like today, I had chia pudding, you know, it's just soaked chia seeds with some goji berries, with some mulberries, with some, what was in there? Some, you know, some seeds and nuts. So like today, I wanted something a little bit more heavier, let's say, but still it's living food. It's very fresh. Only eating this, you need more water because it's like, you know, yeah, it needs more water for, you know, you feel that you're thirsty, more thirsty after eating these things. Some days, like my husband, he really likes overnight oats. So we would just soak oats. For him, it's usually like a big cup or like 2 small cups and 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. That's it, just soaked overnight. Then in the morning, you add some diced apples, some bananas, some seeds, you know, some goji berries, some whatever you have, sliced nuts, you know, just some strawberries, whatever you have, you know, like, so it's like delicious, enjoyable, and yeah, it's totally raw and it's super delicious. It's super filling and it fills you for hours. That's what actually kids do every day before they leave to school. They usually have in this overnight oats. They really like how it's really fills them for hours. Yeah. Then till lunch, usually it's just some whether it's water or I'm making herbal teas all the time. Have my kettle you see in the corner. So some just have kind of like hydration, and you are full for a few hours, like 100%, no problem. Then for lunch, we usually have it's kind of like a couple options, right? Like today for lunch, I had papaya, like, you know, like this size papaya, like I would say medium-sized papaya, super delicious, juicy, sweet, amazing. Oh my God. So I just peel papaya, cut it to cubes, put in a bowl, and then I had a few, like on the background, you see bananas. These are all bananas from our garden, so they're super delicious, and they are not very big. They're smaller size than regular bananas. So I added 3 bananas, this whole papaya, and 1 passion fruit. So this was lunch, and it feels amazing. You know, it's super juicy, it's super sweet. It's, you know, all these flavors of sweetness, sourness from passion fruit, and creaminess from banana, and, you know, just juiciness and, you know, satisfying feeling from it in this papaya. So that's what was today for lunch. And my husband had the same, though his portion is a little bit bigger than mine, but, you know, pretty much the same. And kids, they like smoothie bowls for lunch. And usually we would also do smoothie bowls for lunch, but today we kind of felt like we want this papaya. So smoothie bowls, we have a bunch of bananas. You know, when you are raw vegan, or plant-based, whatever, like bananas is a big staple. And hope you guys like bananas. Some people don't like bananas, so they have to feed all different other fruits like mangoes or papayas again, but it's like more cost effective, more expensive, and bananas, they are just amazing. You just need to find good bananas, organic. Like when we lived in California, we had a store which was called, I forgot, Smart and Final, and they had organic bananas, and I remember we were paying $17 for 40 pounds of bananas, and we were buying one box of bananas a week, you know, sometimes more, sometimes 1.5. I mean, just a couple times a week. So yeah, bananas are amazing. And what you do with bananas, I'm pretty sure you know, you wait till they ripen. You wait till they ripen, till they have this like dark spots, and then you peel them, you cut them in circles, you freeze them. And then you use these bananas as a base for your smoothies, as the base for your smoothie bowls, nice creams. It's amazing, it's satisfying. And you add any berries, you add any fruits, you add superfoods, you add greens, you know, so you make different smoothie bowl or different smoothie drink every day. So basically, like I would say we have in this papaya, mango, whatever, like fruit bowls sometimes, but mostly we like for the whole family, I make a huge blender of nice cream, then we put them in you would see on my page on in a coconut bowl, you know, and I have smaller coconut bowls for myself. I like this size, kids like bigger size. Yeah, so we have different sizes of coconut bowls. Everybody has his own, and it's you know, you put this amazing nice cream, and then you top it with different diced fruits like apples, bananas, strawberries, whatever is in season, you know, like whatever you have available, and it's just delicious. It's kind of like your cereal in a smoothie. I mean, but cereal made of fruits, you know. And my page is pure vegan food, and another page I have is Wilder Costa Rica. So I share lots of you know, inspiring reels and photos, you know, to keep you guys and to keep my followers inspired, you know, to make healthy choices. And I like when people saying that they like starting the day with their juice or water, whatever, and scroll through my stories and see, okay, get inspired to make another juice, to make another smoothie, to eat another fruit, you know, to explore another fruit, because this is what it's all about, to find what works for you, to find what combinations work for you, stick to them, and then of course keep being open and you know, explore other combinations, other ways, because not to keep it boring. Yeah, we don't want boring life. We want yummy life, we want delicious life, because this is how we will do this, you know, this lifestyle. So this was lunch. You see, whether it's a smoothie bowl or it's a just smoothie in a big jar, you know, when I'm in a rush, I could make a huge green smoothie and just drink it or take it with me, or big bowl of fruits, you know, and fruits, different fruits. But I really love papaya, I really love mangoes, and I love bananas. So I would combine them all together or do as a monomeal, just papaya. But I would always squeeze lime on top or passion fruit or lemon, you know, so to give this papaya or whatever other fruits like nice lemon flavor. Yeah, so this was lunch. And for dinner, guys, it's really easy. For dinner, we really huge fans of salads. If we don't have a salad in a day, it's like we just feel like we missed out because, you know, we love our salads. And you see, I share lots of salads on my page too. They are always different. They are always like rainbow salads with different ingredients, different colors. But the biggest thing that they are big enough, the biggest thing that the huge part of a salad is greens, and different kind of greens. I recommend to, you know, like you have your favorite greens, but always try some different ones. And then it could always be some cucumber, some tomato, lots of, not lots of, but like couple tablespoons, 3 tablespoons of sauerkraut, lots of sprouts, you know, some herbs like dill, onion, you know, spring onion. What else in my salad? So like, yeah, like whatever you have, you know, like we have like it can be beets, you know, shredded in food processor, or carrots, or like different kinds of variables every day. But it's a big nourishing salad with a few components to make it interesting, to make it exciting. And of course you make an amazing dressing. And if we will have more classes, I will share about our favorite dressings. But you know, we love tahini dressing, we love pesto with our homegrown basil, we love, you know, sun-dried tomato marinara dressing. There are so many different ways how you can make, you know, simple salad amazing, delicious, because it's all about this juiciness, it's all about dressing, it's all about yumminess, it's all about, you know, things you add on, right? Because eating just kale, not as enjoyable. Yeah, you all will agree. So So you see, it's pretty straightforward every day. So this kind of meals, what we eat, and you know, it works amazingly. And we always looking forward for breakfast. We're always excited to have these lunches, and we always looking forward for dinners. And it's amazing how this works. Amazing how it nourishes, how it satiates you, how it just feels good. Yeah. And today I actually watching the clock, and I know you guys have questions. I can talk forever. You see, like this is my passion. This is my mission to inspire you, to show you how it's all doable, to show how I 10 years ago had zero idea about what is it and how it's possible and how it's, you know, possible, all these things, and how for me now and for my family it's easy. You know, we always have our fermented foods in refrigerator, and I'm going to show you in a second. We always have our sprouts growing in this corner. We always have our, you know, like the key is to have things going. And when you have, you know, your favorite foods ready for you, there is no space for any bad foods, because you don't want to have in your body any bad foods. You don't want anything from package. You don't want anything from box, because when we want it, when our fridge is empty, when okay, what should I eat? What is easier, right? And then, you know, we grab something like this. But when you stop buying these things, when you start buying, you know, a bunch of rainbow fruits and vegetables and greens, then this is what you eat, and you just explore different recipes. You learn, you get inspired, you experiment, you find your favorites, and you just keep it going. And yeah, guys, I hope I inspired you to be more confident on this journey. Again, we've been for almost 10 years on this. My mom is 71, and she's in the best shape ever. She's running around, you know, in a garden, helping me with the baby, you know, doing her all kinds of things she loves in life, you know, meeting, you know, all kinds of things. And she's always full of energy. No disease, nothing, like no issues with anything. Super happy, healthy. My husband is 51 years old, also, like, you know, he is in sports, and he was afraid that it will actually, you know, somehow interfere with his performance in sports. He's in surfing, and he's in rowing, and you know, like water sports. He is doing way better, because less time to recover, less time to, you know, just always full of energy. And his team members, they can't stop, you know, admiring how like, it's unbelievable that there is no meat, there is no protein, there is no, I mean, animal proteins, there is no whatever, like energy drinks, you know, to keep him so high, intense, and you know, good performance in sport. So like my kids are 10 and 12, and they all doing great on this. So like with our family, you see, it's an example that no matter what age you are, if you do it correctly, you're thriving. If you do this lifestyle correctly, you are happy, you're full of energy, you are awesome. Okay, this is, I think, enough talking. Again, can talk forever. Let's move to what I'm going to show you, what I'll be making today. Just a second. So, okay, I was sitting on this beautiful chair, moving it here. I'll put on my apron.
Okay, so while Lena's setting everything up, I just want you all to share in the chat something she said that really touched you. I think when she opened up and she talked about how much time she spent worrying about her weight and her skin and just trying to fix herself for so many years, how many of you could relate to that? And if we were to quantify, or if we are to quantify, how much time have we spent not liking ourselves? How much time have we spent trying to lose weight? How much time have we spent trying to fix something in ourselves? Are you all able to relate to that statement? If so, you can type it in the chat. She also talked a lot about the idea of mindset. And I keep sharing with you that if you're doing this, it has to be something you want to do, because the temptation is everywhere to do something else, right? So it has to start with you and wanting to do this for reasons that matter to you. And so we'll talk more about this at the after party. I just wanted to put that in your minds, like what things did Lena say that really resonated with you? Go ahead.
Awesome. Okay, guys, we're gonna be making nori rolls today. Super easy recipe, which I would do actually for dinner almost every time. So as I explained you, I would make my salad, and then I would have a few nori rolls, and I will just wrap my salad in the nori rolls. Easy. I will eat lots of times just with the fork. I will show you my bowl. So this is my wooden bowl. So you see the size of the salad. I eat it every day. It's not like to the top, it's like to here usually, you know, but it's like huge, big salad. And I love this bowl. I even travel with it because this is like my size. And I like the feel even from like, you know, wooden, you know, like you all probably also have your favorite bowl, and it's important, yeah, to respect what you like. So I would make a salad usually here, and then I would have my nori rolls. And this one I really like. These are raw actually, and they have no oil, they have no salt, so which is amazing. That's why I keep, you know, using this nori rolls all the time. And it has 10 pieces in a pack. So usually with my family of 5, it's just 2 pieces for each, which is perfect. And every dinner, not every dinner, maybe like couple times or 3 times a week, we will have nori rolls with our salads. And so we just open the pack, eat it, and then we have fresh one other time. And so they are, smells delicious, smells so awesome. It's amazing source of iodine, and it's just very like naturally salty. So it gives it like saltiness to your food. It's awesome. I love it. I hope you guys like it too. So this is a nori. Then look, I have all these greens, and let me show you what I have here. So these are all I just you know, grabbed from the greenhouse just before our class started. So they are fresh, smells amazing. It's awesome. So I have here. Look, this is arugula, and it smells super awesome. Have like kind of like a little bit of bitter taste, but I love it. I love when you have different flavors in food. So it's like, you know, all kinds of flavors. So I will put some greens in here. Then I have, look here, rainbow chard. You see this one is pink, this one is yellow. So also from our garden. So I will put a piece of rainbow chard here too. And I remove the stems, but I don't trash them. I will just cut them later in a salad because they're so good. This is beets green, and you know, you can eat beet greens and radish greens. Let's say radish greens. Here is the one. Let me show you. Here is radish greens. They actually have 10 times more calcium than radish itself. So when you buy radish, make sure it has these greens and don't throw them. They're kind of spicy too, but whether put them in your salad or juice them, but yeah, like make sure that you don't trash very, very grateful gift from nature. Yeah. So I have here, you see radish. I have this beet leaves, which are also super highly nutritious in iron, and yeah, so we have them all here. And I have some kale. Also, we grow kale, so I will put a piece of kale. So it's like a whole salad. Look, in this roll so far, I have all these amazing greens. Then we're gonna add some cucumber noodles. So cucumbers, you know, it's a very important ingredient. I don't live a day without at least one cucumber. Usually I have it in a salad, or I have it in a juice, or, you know, it's a great snack, you know, in a day, which I not usually snack, but if I would be hungry, I would go and cut it into circles and have it with some, you know, dip or just by itself, because it's super hydrated, super delicious, and it's awesome. So what I do with the cucumber, I just usually, you know, I would just, you know, using a vegetable peeler. This is from my garden, so I don't need to peel it. Sometimes when you buy and you don't think that skin is like good, or you kind of like want to make sure that it's good, sometimes you peel. This is from my garden, so I don't peel, but I use vegetable peeler to do whether you see it kind of like this, yeah. And again, it smells so fresh and so good. And I will just put a few of them in here in my roll. Or I like to use this tool. It's called Julienne peeler. Yeah. And so when you use this one, look what's gonna happen. This is how I like cucumbers in a salad. So it's kind of like cucumber noodles, you see? Yeah, super, again, fresh, super delicious, different ways. Or you can, if you don't have any of these tools, just like make like a matchsticks, you know, like a long strip. So you want your cucumber to be kind of like a length of your roll. Yeah. So then we're gonna be adding some sprouts. And here, guys, look, I have the whole jar of sprouts. And again, sprouts are a huge part of our lifestyle. We love them so much. I could just eat it like this from the jar, but now we're doing a roll. So I'm putting the sprouts in there. in our roll. Look how beautiful. Then I have here is clover sprouts, you know, kind of like alfalfa, but I really love them. They sprout super easily, and just 2 tablespoons makes you a jar. And so this is what we add in our roll too. So look how beautiful it is. Just amazing. Light right here. So we put it in here. So you see, it's very good already, but we want to be even better. And so to be even better, we're going to be adding some fermented foods because they will give this kick of saltiness and kick of amazing flavor. We usually have at least 2 different fermented food options in a house. You know, like this is red cabbage and this is white cabbage, but with some turmeric and yeah, so that's why it's kind of like yellow color. I'm going to be using this one for now. But that's what we add to salads and to like any like dinner dishes. Not usually during the day, but during the dinner. And so I'll just add like kind of like 2 tablespoons in here. Okay. What else? Also love avocados. How about you guys? Avocados, I think, so awesome. And so what I'm gonna do, I'll just cut this one in half. Let's see. Oops. And here, you see, I have this half avocado. I will just cut it like this and get a few pieces to add to my roll. Okay. So you see, it's like here, I would say it's like a quarter of avocado, or maybe a little bit less, just a few pieces. Yeah. But look how beautiful you can see, right? All these colors, all these flavors, it's amazing. And then what we do, we just roll it. Yeah, this is a nori roll. Yeah. And you just roll it, you're trying to make it tight, but not too tight, not to break your seaweed. But this one is pretty good quality, so I never had any problems actually. And so here we go. So I would eat a couple of them for dinner. So I'm going to do more, of course, and I'm going to do more for family because we're going to have dinner as soon as we finish. But this is a nori roll. Look at this. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's amazing. It's again, you saw how many greens we had, how many sprouts we had. So it's a kind of like a full meal. Maybe 1 is enough for somebody. I usually would have 2. And let me take a knife and cut it and show you how it looks inside. Let's see. Very important to have sharp knife when you do your vegetables. And yeah, let's see, guys. What do you think? Yeah, you see, all of it is super yummy, super delicious. Yeah, all is ready. And of course, when you have salad, you just add your sauce into the salad, and then you mix it up, and you have this amazing meal. With nori wraps, I usually make sauce and just serve it in a little, sauce dish, and then you just eat it deep in your nori roll into sauce. Though, you can do even without any sauce because we have avocado here, we have sauerkraut, so it's good by itself. But when you have sauce extra, like deliciousness, it's always good. So I want to show you the ingredients which I'm going to use for today's tahini sauce really quick. Just give me a sec. So this is my blender cup, and what we have in our dressing, we have actually we have, of course, tahini. Here it is, and this is like one of the, maybe a few things which we have from the package: nourish and tahini. But it's it's like handmade butter, stone grind. It's like super high quality. We buy 1 jar maybe in 2 months. I don't know. It's like we don't use it every day, but we use everyday avocado for sure, But tahini is like something special. And so I'm adding some tahini in here. Like recipe calls for 3 tablespoons, but I'm making for the family, so I'm kind of like a little bit doubling it. So making a little bit more. Here's the tahini. Okay, very good. Here. So then we using for our sauce some garlic, and you can use garlic powder. I have here in a recipe, it's 2 so much light. It's 2 pieces. I'm using 4 because again, I'm doubling the recipe. Then I have some dates to add a little bit of sweetness. I'm having some dulce. Dulce is another seaweed which we really love. It's delicious, guys. It gives a saltiness without salt. Yeah. So, and it gives all kinds of nutrients and minerals, you know, like if you don't know this seaweed, I recommend you to explore it. And there are a bunch of options on Amazon. Make sure it's organic, make sure it's wild harvested. So it's, you know, it's a good option. And I have in a recipe 1 lime, but I have this tiny lime, so I'm using 2 of them. But they are super juicy. They have super thin skin. They have so much juice. Wow. So I'm just juicing them using this like old style tool. Just really fast, making sure I get all the juice. And so you see lemon juice and seaweed will give you this amazing like salty flavor, because lots of time when we switch to raw foods, we missing this saltiness. Yeah, and we kind of like can use salt, but not necessarily we need it, because when you use celery, when you use lemon, when you use seaweed, you don't need any salt, you know, like it's your food becomes level more healthier than using salt, even if it's like pink Himalayan, you know, when you have these healthy options, better use them. Then I'm adding some water. I have here water. This is my another favorite cup. Look how cool is it. This one also I like to drink water from. So I'm adding this water. And I want to add a little bit of smoked paprika. I like the flavor of paprika a lot, but you can add like what you prefer. So just a dash. Yeah, I think I used everything I wanted. Yeah, you can add, you know, like there are other choices. You can add something else, but this is my, you know, typical tahini dressing. And give me just 1 second. I will blend it and show you the consistency. Just 1 second. Oh, guys, it smells amazing. It was 10 seconds on my blender. Let me, I will pour it in this little dish. It's unbelievably creamy. It's super yummy. It smells just wonderfully. So I will serve my dressing in here. Yeah. And so what you do, you just dip and eat. Yeah, as soon as we finish, I will make like 10 more of these rolls, because I have all the ingredients ready, and we will enjoy amazing, delicious dinner with the family. They are all looking forward, but now I'm all yours. I'm ready to answer your questions, guys.
Thank you so much, Lena. I think we are all moving to Costa Rica, so you should expect by this week we should be down there. But thank you.
Yes, guys, come.
Presentation and demo. But first, we want to ask you, so there was the first question that came up with the demo is, did you season anything in the wrap? And from my understanding, what you're saying is you don't need to add extra seasonings, because all of the things that you're putting in there, the vegetables and everything else, are creating its own flavor.
Good question. Thank you so much. So you see, all the greens have, you know, different flavors. You know, some greens are more mild in flavor, some more salty, some more sweet, some more spicy. Yeah, because I added different greens. But even if you add just spinach, it will be fine. You know, because you will have different flavors from the sprouts. Because sprouts are very tasty and delicious. Yeah, and have like the whole palette of flavor. Then when you add sauerkraut, it gives you this saltiness and this juiciness. And yeah, it's amazing. Like you see, like all the sauerkraut in here. And then we have this avocado, which also adds us creaminess and deliciousness. So I would actually eat it just just like this, but it's extra delicious to have this super yummy. Let me smell it. Oh, it's heaven, guys. Super yummy dressing. And yeah, just dip your roll into dressing and have like it to get it to the next level. Yeah.
So would it be a possibility to mix the dressing into the wrap as opposed to dipping it? Would that do something to its ability to roll if you put the dressing on it before you wrap it?
You see, in this situation, look how tight is the roll. It's like super tight and good. You could add dressing, but probably if you put too much dressing, it would be too mushy, you know. So I find it that it's better to do it this way, to have dressing on the side. But if your dressing is like more kind of like let's say guacamole consistency, yeah, like more dense, then yes, you can put it inside and it will just give you juiciness right inside. Mine is a little bit more watery because I like to dip, you know, and dip another time. So it's like all your personal preference, but yeah, you can totally do it. Yeah. And many times what I would do with my salad, when I make a salad, you see here, I will mix it with my dressing of the day, which I do different dressings almost every day. And then all this already mixed dressing, I will pack in my roll. So it will be salad with dressing in the roll. And so the nourish sheet is kind of like a vehicle to deliver your food into your mouth. Yeah. And you can cut into smaller pieces, or usually I just cut in half and just like enjoy eating it like this. So yeah, different ways, no limitations. Yeah.
And so you mentioned earlier in your presentation about when you transitioned to a living foods lifestyle, that you and your husband threw out everything that was in a package in your home. So then with us seeing you pull out a package of like the nori, it can be a bit confusing in terms of, are all packaged foods off limits, or does the ingredient just have to be whatever the actual food is and that's it?
Yeah, if it's one ingredient, it's fine, you know. It can be packaged like this seaweed, you know, like no, how other way you will get. You can go, of course, to the ocean and try to catch it, but not necessarily we live by this place. Or let's say tahini. Yes, you can get raw tahini and try to blend it yourself. But if you have trusted, you know, supplier of raw tahini, and it is bottled in a package, it's totally fine. So I think that if it's one ingredient, it's considered like a whole foods, just in a package, because we live in a world when you need to put it in some way to your refrigerator, let's say. Yeah, but when it's packaged food with 20 ingredients, 15 ingredients, even 5, whatever, and you can't even pronounce the names of it, and it's all this, is whatever, like letters and numbers, of course, this is like out of your choice. Yeah. So when you go shopping, it's super easy. You just go to fresh produce, you buy this, and maybe there would be a few things for you. Like for us, it's, let's say we buy chia seeds. Yeah, we have chia seeds actually growing, chia plant growing, but we way far from having our own harvest, which will be enough for how much we need. So we buy chia seeds, but it's a one single package, which is only chia seeds, and it's locally grown. It's like we trust where we buy it, and yeah, so we buy chia seeds, we buy tahini, we buy nori, and a few other things, but nothing more than that. Yeah.
Excellent. Can you give the name again of the wrap and also the name of the tahini?
Yeah, the wrap, you mean the brand? Yeah. So this is it's called Sea Snacks, and you see it's raw, and yeah, it's only one ingredient, just nori, like no salt, nothing, like because it's like lots of other wraps, they would have oil and they would have salt, and like it's super addictive. You don't need any of this in your body. Like if you can find like more fresh option, it's way better. And this tahini, it's like it's local, it's Costa Rican brand. So I don't know. We just when you will start looking at tahini options in a store, just check the like what are the ingredients, and like try to find the one which calls you and which is like the best.
Okay, and then is nori the wrap itself, or is it the name of the entire wrap with everything in it?
Yeah, so nori is just a nori sheet. It's just a piece of seaweed. Nori wrap is this, yeah.
The outside or the whole thing?
The whole thing, yeah.
Okay, and then someone wants to know, do you eat carrots?
Do I eat what? Sorry?
Carrots.
Carrots. Yeah, guys, I eat carrots. I mostly eat them in my juices. I like carrots in juices. And when I make carrot juice, I always have a bunch of carrot pulp, and I always make raw carrot cake. Super delicious. Like, oh my God. It's one of many favorite desserts. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Well, there aren't any other questions, and we are at 8:30 on the dot, as I promised you. So do you have any final tips? Next time we see you, some people will be 3 days in to the Raw Foods Challenge. I'll be 2 weeks in, but we will have started already, so we won't see you on Sunday to give us that kickoff set of tips. So do you have some final tips for us as we start this journey?
Of course, guys. Of course, guys. Congratulations again for being on this beautiful journey. You are heroes. Seriously, you're doing such a good job. I have goosebumps telling this. Yeah, just believe in yourself, believe in the power of nature, believe in the power of nuts, of plants. You know, they are like little heroes which are here for you to just, you know, serve you, and so you feel good, you feel amazing. Just listen to your body, and do what it says. Like, be very, like, slow down in your life and keep listening. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And
I can't wait to see you again. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for you being you. You're doing great.
Thank you. And we look forward to working with you over the next few weeks. And if you all have any specific topics that you want Leanna to focus on, anything that you'd want to do with her, I really like the idea of having a session where we all juice together. I think that will be awesome. So she and I will continue to discuss now that she's met you, and I told her how awesome you guys are and how great this would all be. So now we're going to talk more about what the next sessions will be, but she'll kind of be our coach in this going forward every Wednesday. And so for those of you who are in the specific Living Foods group, you received another Zoom link from me. So we're going to go into that meeting right now just as a check-in to debrief and get ready for next week. For everyone else, you will receive the link for next week's session, which will be with Leanna again. So next week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. So thank you all so much. I hope this was helpful to you. I want you all to really reflect on some of the things that Leanna said, specifically what role food has played in your life, both positively and negatively, and what are some of the things that you want to start to let go of, right? So you all are able to unmute, and Leanna, we're just going to thank you the way we do in HeartSmarts. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great.
So
Thank you very much. Working with
Very
you.
informative.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Everyone,
Thank you. Thank you.
see you all in about 30. All right, everyone. Good night.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you.
Right.